How you doing, YouTube? Matt, That's the Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Dual reviews with Joel. What's going on, Jay? Joel, say hi, Joel.
Hi.
You're supposed to say hi, Joel. He's supposed to repeat me. I don't know what he's thinking. Anyway, doing a little beer review, a little hopeful beer goodness in the form of Prison City Brewing's Leakers and Lies. It's a double IPA, 7.6%. Prison City. Have you ever been there?
Nope.
No. I was there once. I went there this past weekend coming back from shuffling off to Buffalo, shuffling back to northeastern PA, and I decided to stop there. It was pretty much on our way home, but for those who don't know, I believe it was Paste Magazine last year did a piece on the best IPAs in the United States, and Prison City's IPA, it's not this one, it was one of their Riot series beers. It might have been just a base Riot, I'm not quite sure. It was voted the best IPA in the United States. So I figured might as well stop. It was a brew pub, genuine old school brew pub, food, you know what I mean? Really nice place. It was bonkers hot. It's about as hot as it is today. Well, it's not super hot today, but it's humid in here, as you can see the can and me leaking. Decided to bring home a crowler, see what she's got. There we go. Artwork, it's a lock. There you go. So it looks pretty cool.
I like the simplicity of that.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm a big fan of simple when it comes to shit, you know what I mean? I like fancy stuff, like I like the do the CL fancy drawn labels, but I do get off on some simple stuff too. So let's see what this one has to offer. Hey, pouring like a crowler should, just kind of getting beer all over the place. You know, what can I say? I'm a master pourer. I'm along with other masters of things. Here, a little towel there, wipe it off. Oh, look at this, so professional. Anyway, super carbonated. Look at that thing. Looks like freaking wants to explode out of the glass. So many bubbles. Horrible pours that are 2 fingers of head that are just off weight. Nice creaminess to it, and yeah. I mean, she's clear, you know. You're not going to confuse that with a super hazy New England style IPA anytime soon, but still. Does she look like an IPA or double IPA, I guess you'd say? Sure. See if we can get a nose on her.
Ooh, it's dank.
Yeah. But nothing crazy, though. See, I get a little bit of, like, soft, like, sweetened, not like weed. It doesn't smell like weed to me. It doesn't smell like onions to me. It smells more like a kind of piney, but subtle, candied, non-bittering, kind of like, I don't know, pininess, but nothing too crazy.
Closest smell I can point to is probably oregano, but like in a really, really good way.
Yeah, it's super soft to me. It's not super in your face. It's like a lot of times when you're talking, for me, when I think of dank, I think of straight up weed. You know what I mean? And when I think of straight up weed, I think of some of the New England beers. I'll think of like, you know what I mean, like Green from Treehouse, or I even think of like more like a weedy onioniness is like a lot of like single cut beers where they just like in your face like weed and onion.
Oh yeah.
This is way more like green, vegetal kind of greeniness.
It smells like a greenhouse.
Yeah, but there's a sweetness in there too. It smells like it's gonna have a nice balance. Nothing too crazy. I wouldn't say the nose is overly impactful, but at the same time, pretty damn pleasant.
Yeah.
Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Oh, super.
Wow, it doesn't. It tastes a lot more complex than it smells.
Yeah, it's super, like that vegetal. To me, it's like. It's not like tomato stock, but it's like a stock of a thing you grew in your garden. That kind of like if you sucked on that, like it's not like weed or whatever. It's super bittering, but not bittering in a way that it's like generic or West Coast kind of bittering. It's like, but it's not weed bittering. It's kind of like, and when I say weed, I mean smoking weed. It's more like weeds, like you'd pull out of the ground, kind of weediness.
It basically gives you a pleasant sensation on every single part of your tongue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bitterness coats your
especially
tongue
the back
completely.
where like the bitterness receptors are. It's really nice.
Common misconception. There is no regions of the tongue for flavor. It's all just one flat surface, believe it or not. You never know. No, 99.9% of the earth believes that, but it's just like, it's just one of the bigger misconceptions. Your whole tongue tastes flavor. But you tend to get more bitterness in the back end of what you... It's kind of like a weird kind of thing, because it's technically... The back is where it's going to linger the most. It's like when you swallow, it stays more in the back, so the bitterness tends to linger more, so people... Anyway, whatever.
I read a lot of clickbait articles.
Yeah, it's okay. You're looking at a fucking clickbait fucking junkie here. That's all I fucking click on, man. Nothing gets me more furious when I click on clickbait and fucking...
The lists. I hate the lists.
No, I love lists, but if it's only one thing per page, like, you need to give me everything on one fucking page.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to have... Like, when you go and click on clickbait, and it's like, here's a part of the story. Next page for more information. Next page for... I know what you're doing. You're trying to get ad revenue from me, but I don't give a fuck about that.
You want to see the best pizza in every state.
Yeah, I want to see it all. They want to see it now. Anyway, this is the best beer review ever. There's a sweetness to it, but it's hard to get through it because how much bitterness kind of just coats your tongue. But there's enough sweetness there because it's balanced. It's not all bitter. But for me, I'm having a hard time kind of picking apart a lot of other stuff hop-wise because of that coating of bitterness on there. It's got a nice mouthfeel, nothing too crazy. It's got that green vegetable kind of stocky bitterness for me. And there's a generic kind of sweetness to it. But that's pretty much it. It's nice. I like it. But I feel like, for me, it's a little bit too unbalanced in the one way. It's just a little bit... I wish there was a little bit more to the sweet side of things to balance off the bitterness. That's me.
If you don't like bitter, you would absolutely hate this.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean...
I'm not one of those people.
It's an IPA. You know what I mean? So if you go to an IPA and you don't expect bitter, then what you are is what's called spoiled. With all these sweet and fruit juicy IPAs that are masquerading as IPAs. So this is kind of a bit of old school with just a touch of new school mixed in. It's nice. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? I'm not usually the hugest bitter guy in the world, which is telling me there's a decent amount of sweetness in there and to kind of balance that off. But it's good. It's good. It's clean and bitter. It's not quick. It's very lingering. Good beer. I dig it, and the food was awesome. Listen, they had a thing called the Bacon Flight while I was there. I didn't get it. My buddy George did, but you can get a flight of like 7 different kinds of bacon.
Different flavors or different cuts?
Different cuts and styles of bacon.
Wow.
I didn't get it. I got the pulled pork tacos because I've been in pork belly tacos. But, yeah, awesome place. Nice beer. I don't think they make it in-house. They probably make it off-house, depending on kind of looking at how the place is kind of laid out. But, yeah, not too shabby.
I'd love to check this place out.
Yeah, not too far away. Just south of Syracuse, New York. So if you're talking about from northeastern Pennsylvania, give or take about 2 hours. Buffalo, 2 hours. Probably from New York City, about 2 hours. So it's kind of like a middle road for a lot of people. And there's a lot of breweries along the way. So it's a good little kind of end point for people that are looking to do a loop of breweries on a day. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better... I don't even know what to call it. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had as late? For me, no. I'm biased. I skew towards the sweeter ones. I like the hops to present themselves in a specific way. This is not it. But is it one of the more funner IPAs? Base, non-dry hopped, non-super sweetened, non-this, not Sauvignon Blanc grape, that kind of IPA? Sure, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the beer fridge at the house I was staying at in
Yeah.
Buffalo. So, like, I had, like, a sip. I had Heady Topper. I had Focal Banger on the past couple days. So, it's definitely unique. I mean, it's...
And that's the thing. And this is, like, the reason why I don't rate beers anymore. Because for somebody, this is going to be that. Just for me, it's not going to. Because this doesn't skew the way I like my IPAs to skew. There's going to be something out there, especially if you skew bitter. If you like West Coast IPAs, but you want East Coast sensibility, then this is probably going to fucking do it right up your alley. Just for me, it's just not going to do that. Value and availability, $12, I think, for a Crowler. In brewery only, they don't do anything besides Crowler. Double IPA, that's kind of market value.
Respectable.
Yeah. And just say if you like what we like this. If you like West Coast IPAs, you want to touch East. That's pretty much where this one lands for me. Sweet enough, bittering enough, not piney, but just that bittering is kind of vegetable, kind of greeniness that kind of works in a West Coast kind of way. But at the same time, it's sweet enough to kind of not be that. So yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like somebody trying to make like a Pliny clone, but it went sideways on them or something like that, in a good way. At least that's how I feel. What do you think? Yeah? Good?
I agree.
There you go. Well, another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, anywhere in between, please leave a comment down below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram on tap, Massive Beers, all that stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice Prison City beer right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.
Bye-bye.